there, Fanny boys. How you doing? So, I've spent a few days pondering this, mulling it over, to really, I don't know, try and discover how I really, truly feel about the whole concept. Straight up, right now, as it stands, over 90% of MGTOW's trash. It's crap. I'm sorry, but it's bullshit. It is such a fractured concept, with such a fractured community, with people with such fractured ideas. It's actually quite unbelievable. Now, there are some people who hold true to the concept of being MGTOW, of actually going their own way, and that's respectable. And I found that these people seem to straddle a boundary between being MGTOW and being a men's rights activist. You know, it's somewhere in the middle here. And they have like a foot in each side. If you look at prominent people, if you look at prominent people within the whole sphere of MGTOW, right? I would say probably the two that have done the most in terms of helping men and male development, right, would be Diana Davison and Johnny Other, right? They've done good work. I don't always agree with their points of view, but they have done exceptionally good work, and that's something to be incredibly proud of. But then again, on the other hand, you have people like Rusty Nail, who is nothing but a twit. People like that are far closer to being called incels than they are MGTOW. You have people like Sandman, who's a con artist. I mean, look, he's a grifter, there's no two ways about it, you know? If he was going out of his way to try and scam the normies, then, okay, maybe I'd be pissed off about it, but I'm not. Because the only people he's scamming are these sad little MGTOW wannabes, you know? I mean, for God's sake, you have to pay him to get him to read your letter. Give me a break. Then you have people like, say, on a lower scale than him, less famous, as it were. You have people like Traversable MGTOW, who thinks he's, fighting some sort of grand cause. He's an idiot. He sees women as the enemy. It's the enemy force, and he's some sort of great general in some great battle. Fuck off. Then you have like sad, pathetic little cunts like Angry MGTOW. Give me a goddamn break. That guy's fucking pathetic. Then you have people like, let's see, the Mayor of MGTOW. Jesus, right, I'm going to be, pro-male, so I'm going to be a homophobic, misogynistic, fucking, he's not got a fucking clue what he's doing. Yeah, he gets a following. Cults get followings. Some people in MGTOW do, on occasion, the right thing, have the right mindset. MGTOW is all about self-development, about building yourself up. And the concept of the term that MGTOW monk, right, actually came about because of people adopting an almost monk-like attitude in their process of self-development. When you look at people like Angry MGTOW or Rusty Nail, and I still don't know why the hell you call them that, they have no idea about any of this. They don't have a goddamn clue. MGTOW, as a concept, originated online, let's see, between 2002 2005. I'm not sure what forums it was. I'm not even sure if it was Reddit or not. I didn't even know if Reddit was about back then. I think so. I'm not sure. But two people were really the ones that championed the idea. Now, if you can cast your mind back to that time period, this is when third wave feminism started to go insane. This is when you started to see people do more and more insane acts in the name of fucking feminism, right? So MGTOW, the idea of MGTOW, rose as a direct response to third to fourth wave intersectional feminism. It is by itself its own philosophical, social political concept of male self-development and rejection of traditionalist values, as it were. And I've got a lot of respect for the guys that have really pushed forward the concept of self-development in MGTOW. That's a really good, great, fantastic thing. To be honest with you, most people who are actually true MGTOW, you'll never know it. I mean, I knew a couple of people for years. I didn't even know they were MGTOW. Because they never bring it up, because it's not a fucking movement. MGTOW is not now, nor has it ever been, a movement. It is a social political concept, a theory, an idea, a position to take, not a fucking movement. It's no fucking feminism for men. When men really, in the early days, started to adopt it, it really was about male self-development, taking yourself out of the traditionalist values, points of view, and anything that third to fourth wave feminism would throw on you, you know, because hey, you're a straight white cis male, so that means you're the fucking devil incarnate, right? I mean, according to feminism anyway. So people adopted this idea of saying, no thanks, I'm going to go my own way. I'm going to concentrate on self-development, make myself a better person, make myself healthier, happier, even going to a point where they're actually developing themselves on a spiritual level. And it's a great thing. It truly is a great positive thing for men. But then you have assholes like Rusty Nail come along. You know, all women are cunts. All women are this, all women are that. You know, it's a lot of fucking shit they spout. They're nothing but a bunch of sad, pathetic, weak-willed pricks. And that's all they ever will be. They're not MGTOW. They're fucking incels. So my thoughts on MGTOW, you know, it used to be something great, but it's never been. In the early days, let's say within the first 2 years of it, say, right, MGTOW could have quite easily have become a real world concept like the pickup artists. Now, the pickup artists and the concept of game theory and that, right, had a place in the real world long before the fucking internet ever came about. They used to hold seminars and stuff, right? And they've gone through a number of different names. But the whole concept was the same, and today we refer to them as the PUAs, the pickup artists, right? Now, some people, feminists, would say, well, the PUAs are all about tricking women into sleeping with you. No, that's a load of fucking bullshit. That's a load of crap. PUAs, the pickup artists, teach self-confidence, self-reliance, the ability to not only, pull yourself up, but build yourself up to make yourself better, to better yourself. That is the core principle of the pickup artist. And yes, by all means, yes, some people did screw with it. Some people gave it a very bad reputation. And Roosh V was of no fucking help whatsoever. But MGTOW never had that. MGTOW has never had a real world thing. Unless there's been a little meet up here and a little meet up there. It's never had a real world presence. It's always been online. And there's a reason for that. Because a lot of the people who actually go out and, I'm MGTOW, to hell with women, they're actually screaming, I can't get laid and I don't know why and I'm a fucking arsehole and I don't fucking realise it. It had the potential to be something great, but it's not. Maybe it's time to go your own way away from MGTOW. Now you can come at me with, the hashtag not all, right? And I'll see your hashtag not all and I will raise you a hashtag most. Because most people who use the term MGTOW are not only not MGTOW, they're assholes. They're weak-willed, misogynistic little pricks. And they can't understand that being a fucking dickhead is not an attractive property. Treating women like property, being a misogynistic asshole, and I really, honestly hate using that term. Misogynistic, I fucking hate it. But it's true. That's the only word that you can really get to these guys, is that they're fucking misogynists. They're assholes. The reason you're not getting laid, pal, the reason you can't connect with any woman, is because you're a fucking asshole. More often than not, suffering from fucking delusions of grandeur. Rather than fucking treat a woman as an equal, which is something they just cannot do. They have to put women down to make themselves feel better. They do that because they're nothing, they're weak. At the end of the day, they are weak. They don't have what it takes to be MGTOW. And that's the core problem here. You have a lot of these people who call themselves MGTOW and they just aren't. So, that's my thoughts on MGTOW. Take it or leave it.